so when you think about gathering those pieces of information, and so there are some people talking about favorites, putting it in OneNote, etc. And so now that we're noticing that good information is coming out of these communities, we have saved them somewhere. The next logical step is, how do we share that information with the greater good? This community of young professionals has shared a wealth of TED Talks, articles, blogs. We keep it, we favorite it, we think, oh, wow, I looked at that video. That's really sharp. I really like how that worked out. And so now what? Okay, so we've gathered information for ourselves. Now, how do we share that harvest? If we keep to the metaphor, how do we share that harvest with the greater good?
Forums like this help.
Forums like this help. Yes, they do.
Start selling it on a different corner, right?
Start selling it on a different corner.
Right. So ultimately, right, so if you say somebody shared a TED Talk in this forum, if it's relatable in a different forum, why not? And you're talking about germinating it in a different place, why not take that and say, hey, in a different place, this was, and I see it relatable to this group as insert whatever that relation is. And then that way you start to cross pollinate.
And, if you're building a larger, formal course or something, you can take these things from what these communities have done, because they're finding the relevant items to the work. So you just say, oh, look, you shared this TED Talk and this is how you guys talked about it. Look, there's all my talking points. There's the examples I want to use. There's the video I want to show during the course. Mm-hmm. And I can lead that discussion just based off of what, this group talked about, because I already know how that's relatable to what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like it.
You get to play off schema that they already have and build from it. You get to make it relatable to what's back on the job, because they've already done that. They've already done the heavy lifting for you. Mm-hmm. Excellent, Jason. I love it.
Yeah. And then it just becomes a matter of sharing to the right people in the right place. And Justine, thank you for that. Set up a SharePoint site or an intranet page, or a wiki, that links into different groups where they can add the information themselves if they want to, or you can if you find it. So once again, so that you are not doing the heavy lifting, they're doing, to them it's just a matter of, oh, I've shared this TED Talk in my group. Oh, great. Thanks, Douglas. Now, can you just pop that link over here for me? That would be awesome. And then everybody then has access to it. So I like that. And link directly to posts in communities. Yeah, as part of your learning curriculum. Sure, why not? So if you are building learning journeys I'll keep with the young professionals, if you're building learning journeys or learning pathways for them, why couldn't you link that?
I'd also challenge everybody to partner with other teams. So this isn't just L&D. Pull your comms people in. Comms and IT are usually the headmasters of a lot of workplace communities, at least in my lives that I've lived in. But pulling in your comms team to also champion this is also great with HR in terms of engagement. So what teams can you pull in, but especially the comms team, as you're thinking about intranets, it doesn't have to be, us who are doing this. How can you partner with them and work together, whether it's with IT or with comms, to highlight and raise and shine a spotlight on some of the work that's being done in these communities?
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. Reach across departments, cross-pollinate. Yeah, keeping IT in your back pocket, in one back pocket, marketing, communications in another back pocket. And now you got two front pockets that you can fill, with operations, sales, HR. Who are the active ones? Salespeople are talking. They are. They're talking somewhere. Where? And how can you, not keep an eye on it from a moderation perspective, but from a knowledge sharing perspective?